Coco Gauff, the future of tennis, taking on long hair, don't care. This video is brought to you via the Doctrine of Fair Use, the Fair Dealing, and the Digital Millennium Act. By the way, did you see Jorge with his hair down the other day? I love it, Jorge. I think he's an amazing coach. The fathers don't get enough credit on tour for coaching these amazing female athletes. Jorge, I love you, man. You're a great coach. Leylah Fernandez, and I'm going to tell you guys why. We're going to get right into the film, why this is a bad matchup. Not only does Leylah play into the backhand of Coco, but this is where Leylah plays her best tennis. She's really good mid-court. She's really good coming forward, much like Marta Kostyuk. But here's the problem with Coco. Right away, the next shot, Coco's backing her up. You see how Coco's playing short, deep. Here, I just don't think Leylah Fernandez is a threat to Coco, because now Coco's coming forward, getting ready to defend the passing shot and put away a volley. And sure enough, she would. Again, this is where Coco's strong. Her backhand, Leylah's playing right into it. This is Leylah serving. This is where Coco is, again, starting off the rally. She's bringing Leylah forward. And again, this is how she's finishing off the rally. I think Coco's deep ball, just a little too much for Leylah overall. I think Leylah is an amazing competitor. Let's go back to the U.S. Open 21, where she made the final against Emma Raducanu. Don't forget, guys, I was there. I'll post some video. I have some clips. I'll do some shorts. She beat Sabalenka, okay? Because she was able to get control of the court. She was able to defend the baseline. The difference between Sabalenka and Coco is not only does Coco move a lot better, so she can extend her deep ball attack from all areas of the court, but the difference is the backhand. A backhand on hard, ladies and gentlemen, it's deadly. It's very deadly, because you can really stretch the court wide with angles, and Coco does that. She does that a lot. Now, Coco did cut down on the double faults, right? She had 4 double faults this match, 5 aces, but Leylah had 3 double faults. And I talked about Leylah's double faults. She can't afford to give Coco free points. Again, Coco keeping her back. Leylah's not a threat this deep behind the baseline. And you can even go back and watch their match in juniors. Same thing there. Coco just stretching Leylah behind the back, stretching her behind the baseline with their backhand, and then just coming down the line with winners if she's able to even return. Coco won nearly 90% of her first serves, standing on business while winning for most of the match 50% of Leylah's first and second serves. Coco was 4 for 10 on breakpoint opportunities. Leylah did break once, but she only had 1 opportunity. And here's the key here. We're going to talk Belinda Bencic a little bit as well. Coco, right now, blasting the fastest first serve here in this tournament. 165 kilometers during this match. Now, Belinda Bencic, about 162. So Coco consistently is putting up the fastest first serves in this tournament. Now, in terms of Leylah Fernandez, 148 kilometers on the first serve, 134 on the second serve. She doesn't really pose a big threat to Coco in terms of the fastball. I think her athletic ability can pose a threat to Coco, but she's got to get it. She's got to get Coco to come forward. She's got to get Coco towards the net, and Coco's just power and her range is stretching Leylah too wide to where she's not comfortable hitting drop shots from that far back behind the baseline. So Coco's power, a big difference, and there's not really much to say in this matchup. I mean, Coco has now defeated Leylah in the juniors at the French Open, where she won that against Kat McNally. She defeated her in Atlanta in the exhibition match, and she defeated her the United Cup, and she also defeats her here at the Australian Open. Tough exit for Leylah. Maybe she'll get ready for Singapore, but Coco's going to advance. She takes on Belinda Bencic next. I'm going to break down that matchup. They've played twice. The head-to-head is 1-1. They played the Adelaide International, where Coco was only 16 years old. Belinda did win that matchup, but it went 3 sets. And again, I mean, Coco was 16 years old. It went 3 sets. The most recent matchup they played was in D.C., and that was, I want to say, that was the 23 season. And in that particular matchup, Coco won that pretty convincingly, and Belinda was in really, and by the way, this is how you're supposed to handshake. You know, look your opponent in the eye, show love, show respect. But again, Coco and Leylah, they're pretty good friends. But that's how you handshake. In the 23 season where Coco beat Belinda Bencic in Washington, where she went on to win the title. Belinda was in really good form that year, right? Don't forget she won the Adelaide International 2 to start things off. She gave Dasha a bagel in the final. I called that match. I told you Belinda will win that match. She beat Garbiñe Muguruza. She beat Anna Kalinskaya, Carolyn Garcia, right? She won Abu Dhabi, where she beat Marta Kashu, Beatrice Haddad. She beat Ludmilla in the championship match, right? She made the round of 16. Actually, she made the Charleston final, where she beat Ons. I was there as well. She was actually up a break in the first set. Ons would come back and win that match. She made the round of 16 at Wimbledon, where she went 3 sets with Iga. She was in really good form that 23 season, and Coco beat her pretty convincingly. I like Coco to get past Belinda Bencic, much like Alicia Parks did earlier at what was that, Angers, France on the 125K. I like, even though Belinda's playing well, she's unconventional, very short, low balls, very tough to get under. I think Coco's athletic ability is going to be the difference maker between what we saw Osaka put out and what Coco's going to do. I like Coco to get past Belinda Bencic, and stay tuned for that official prediction. Coco advances. She defeats Leylah Fernandez by winning 89% of her first serves. Tennis in a Minute. We'll be back.